Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to my gaming channel. We are once again back here in Alofts Demo. So first of all, before we continue, thank you very much for all the interest in the previous video where we did basically just checking out the demo, seeing how the mechanics work, and just, well, basically going crazy and just straightforward to the, not really the game, the concept of the game, more like it. And today we are going to start a small series while it's still in demo. The game isn't fully completed yet, and unfortunately there's still bugs and a few glitches and so on, which is understandable, but the game has a lot of promise. Almost said premise. But yes, so let's play the game and actually play it, not just look at what it has to offer in terms of mechanics and how it works, etc. Well, technically that's mechanics. Okay, so let's start off. In the previous episode we already handled when and where and how we get resources, so we're not going to focus. Yeah, well, maybe why not. So for you guys that jumps in here and did not check the demo, well, as any survival game, you start off by getting sticks and wood and stuff. Okay, so big trees, you unfortunately need a pickaxe, not a pickaxe, sorry, a hatchet or an axe to chop down the trees. But luckily for us, it has these small sticks and branches that we can gather by our hands, and that gives us a bunch of wood, so we can start the game. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Okay, so now it shows you tab. Let's open, and we saw we got a bunch of wood. Awesome. Okay, so next thing is we have to jump to that island in the sky. Oh yeah, this game is based on islands in the sky, if it was not obvious till now. And you have to go from island to island gathering resources. You can make one island your home. Currently that's a home one, that's where we spawn. And then you get small islands everywhere that you can go explore. Not really just small, but large, medium and small. Small like this one, it's a medium one, and then you get large ones as well. The ones that has that dark cloud around them is a corrupted island, which you have to go purge from corruption. Okay, so on this island you see you can gather small bushes, and you get leaves and sticks as well. Let's grab a few that we can get these resources. And there's a few sticks here. Grab. I think that's it. Okay, and then on these islands there's these weird looking stones that's glowing, unlike the normal stones like that. So it usually has a tooltip, and it says our most valuable resource, creativity, was truly limitless. And then you can hold E and you can learn. And you unlock a piece of blueprint or knowledge or whatever you want to call it. Now if you press tab, we see we have leave, and then we can press B to go into the build menu. And we just unlocked a workbench. And it costs 5 wood to craft. Luckily we have 80. I wonder, do we want to make this our home base or a big one? I think this one. Let's make this one our home base for now. We are going to get another one. I want to get a smaller island. You get, this is the larger of the small islands, and yeah, there's a small one I want to grab, because you can move the islands, and the smaller the island is, the lighter it is to move around. So yeah. Okay, so workbench. So now we can craft things. So it has a tip system that you can use. So you'll see a question mark by the leaves. You click it until it stops that, and it will show you a new recipe. So long leaf cloth, and then you can click here and hold while it crafts, and you'll see you have now one in your inventory. If you click and hold the craft and not let go, it will craft the cloth more quickly. It will craft more cloths more quickly. So let me show you. So it goes, and you'll see it will start speeding up, and you can basically create a bunch. Okay. Okay, so now there's a new recipe, so we can put in wood. Okay, so it's done. And the next one, oh, and then we have a glider. So let's craft that. You only have to craft one of them. My first time checking out the game, I crafted 2. I thought you need 2 wings. Yeah, it's still cheap to make. So now you can jump off. So how do you activate it? If you go here, it says artificial wings that allow the user to fly island to island can be deployed while its user is in the air. Well, that's not very clear, in my opinion. Some people might get confused. So you're in the air, but you can't deploy it. Well, unfortunately, you have to jump off, and then a tooltip will say press space to deploy the glider. So we can now go from island to island, whoops, and fly all the way back to our home islands, which we'll change in a minute. And you press Control to stop the glide. So we'll chop down this wood in a few to get more wood, because we're going to build a base on the island which we want to go to. Okay, so let's go to the next island in our direct vicinity. So all these blinking lights is also more islands that we can go visit. You'll see them every here and there. Okay, those ones are close enough that we don't need to have a blinking light. You can very barely make out a dot in the horizon without the blinking light, just above the mouse cursor, pointer or cursor. So you can see them, but the lights help quite a bit. But let's go to the next island that we can see right off the bat. Okay, so this is one of the larger islands. And here we'll find yet another new resource. So there will be rocks lying around. You can gather them, and then if you press tab, we'll see, okay, stone. Stone is an important building material, can be used to craft tools, and can be sharpened in a workbench. So just go look around, you'll see them every here and there. Over here, and if you look to where you come from, that's where our home base is. There's a cave right here that we can enter, and there is 2 precious resources. 1, all the stones, and 2, there's water. So you can drink the water and you get a status effect. So the status effect is hydrated, max health improved by 25%. Which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to grab a few rocks and then we'll go back to our base. Okay, so when we're flying back now, note in the bottom left corner we have where our health bar is now. The top one is a health bar, the bottom one is our stamina bar. So if we fly, you'll notice that a piece is starting to get white, and once we get land, that whole piece is consumed. So that means our stamina gets lower and lower the more we fly, and also as we do stuff, chopping wood, running, well, not really running, chopping wood, gathering stone, etc. Our stamina will drop slowly but surely. Just want to make sure we get a bunch of stone. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's go back to base. Let's run this. Okay, and then my glider deploys, and once you're in the air, you'll see a small home icon, and that's where your home is. But as I said, that's not going to be our home. Space is a boost. You can get quite a nice boost. But we are going to land here. Okay, and as you saw, we consumed stamina. And for now, and before we get to a bed, we don't have a bed yet. You can look down at the ground and you can hold E and you can lay down, and you'll see your stamina slowly but surely rises. Oh, but let me show you what happens on your home island. You have an extra status effect on your home island. You have a at home lower stamina consumption. by 50%. So everything you do on your home island is lowered quite a bit. So you can chop wood and all that fun stuff without using as much stamina. Okay, so if you hold E and you lie on the ground, you can look at the nice sky and you'll see the stamina slowly going up. And once it goes up, at a certain point it says at peace, minor health regen. So now you start regening health, which is awesome. Okay, so you've got a few more resources, so let's go see what we can make now. Okay, so again it says wood and stone, and then we get a stone hammer, a tool for building and repairing structures. Okay, let's craft that. Clear a recipe table. Stone, stone, and we have a sharpened stone. Let's craft a few of them. And again, it will go faster and faster as you hold the craft button. Okay, let's clear that. Now we have a sharp stone, another sharp stone, and a stick, and we get a sickle. Let's craft that. Clear a crafting. Let's add a stone, a sharp stone, and wood, and we get a stone pickaxe. Awesome. Okay, what's next? Sharp stone, wood, and that's a normal axe. Okay, looks like we crafted everything there is to craft. So if you go into your inventory, now you can assign items to the slots you want. Okay, sickle we're going to keep here. We don't have the flowers that you use that on, so we'll just use this one. So now, oh wait, let's go to build menu. Now we've unlocked structures that we can build. Now that we have a building hammer. Okay, so we're not going to craft structures just yet. We'll do that in the next episode. We just want to get to the basic resources first. So stone, you can hit it with pickaxe, you get a few stones. You unfortunately get the same amount of stones on each rock. I'm sure they're going to change that, because the small rocks gives free stones and the large rocks also gives free stone. Luckily the trees, let's go to the big island and go harvest some trees. And let me show you how this works. Okay, so trees, if you chop trees, you have to face away the direction you want it to fall. So if you hit it this way, it will fall that way. Okay, so nice little tip is let all the trees, or cut as many trees as you can, all in the same direction, and it will fall. So one or two will stay on top, which is fine. So all that you do is you go and hit it with your hammer and get a few wood. Okay, just make sure the rest fell over. Yes, they're still rolling. So this is the easiest way to get a bunch of wood. Wood is actually quite easy to get, which is actually good. Sometimes you have to harvest so much just to get the bare minimum resources. So I must say this survival game is a bit lighter than normal survival games. It's quite a bit easier as in that aspect. But it's a nice change of pace, and I do like it. I like the calmness of it. So, and it's also, I like it that your island is safe usually, or no, not usually. The island you choose at your home, you can choose to have it safe, or if you go put a base up there, there's going to be monsters attacking you until everyone is cleared out, and then there's not going to be monsters anymore. But we'll get to the monsters in a later episode. Okay, so usually you can get a lot of the logs in the same spot on most of these islands. Okay, there's now a few here. But if you get them in the same spot like this, look what happens. You can chop a bunch of them simultaneously. It actually helps a bunch gathering wood, which actually helps a bunch. Okay, and that's a quick tip how to get wood. So I'm going to clear this island get some rock, gather as much resources as possible, and then we'll pick up again on the next episode. But for now, let's call it episode. As I said, we're going to make a small series, a bunch of small, short episodes, just checking out the islands, checking out the things. If you want to have a quick overview of how the game functions and how you unlock more recipes, go check out the episode 00. It's where we checked out the demo. This will be episode 1, where we actually do some gameplay, not just rushing through and checking out everything. But thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're enjoying this game so far. If you do, please go check out the developers website, check out the Discord. I'll try to link it in the comments section below, or not the comments, description below, so check it out, and also come join my Discord. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it a bunch. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!